Hello guys, so what we will be doing today is that we'll be learning about the posture and eye contact that you should have when you are speaking. Okay, first of all, we'll look at the things that you should never do. So the things that you should never do, and that is what posture. Now posture is basically refers to how you stand up and how your body looks like when you are speaking. In this case, when you're speaking, okay? So let's look at the things that you should never do. The first one, it's called a pendulum. So when you are speaking, uh, you are not supposed to move from side to side. That means you're moving like this. So that's kind of like when you're speaking, you're moving like this. So it's bad. Okay, so you should never do this. The second one is just leaning on one side. You're just leaning on one side like that, hello, my name is Juan and I'm going to talk about. So it's just bad. And then the other one is that people sometimes like to do it. It's more common among the ladies. They like to just look at the ceiling and then sometimes they put their finger on their lips. I was like trying to think. So this is just bad. You don't do this. And the other one is that you move your shoulder up and down. So it's like this. So you move your shoulder upper body around, so you are like dancing or you look like you're rapping and so on. So that's just another horrible thing that you should try to stay away from when you're delivering a speech. The other one is that you just like to, your hands, your hips particularly, they're just like swinging back and forth, and maybe your hands are moving with it. So as if like you are dancing, maybe Astelehe and so on. It looks like Astelehe. I think it's an exotic dance a few years ago that people like. So don't do this. And the other one is that you like to rub your hands. So some people, I guess they get nervous, so they just put their hands together, their palms together, and they just rub them as they speak. Maybe because it's too cold or what, you are just warming yourself up with it. And then the other one that people like to do is they like looking at the window or standing at somewhere else. Like, you know, um, my name is Silhajuan, and I'm going to talk about. So, obviously, when you're speaking, you need to look at the people that you're speaking to. So, if they're standing right in front of you, you should be looking at them. So this one, you're just being stiff. You just freeze. I don't know what to do, and you're just like, you can see that your body becomes really stiff, and then it's just so tense. Alright, so these are the postures that you should do. So let's look at the posture that you should do. First of all, wow. So you need to just like place your feet shoulder apart, as you can see in this photo. Your shoulder apart, and then your legs, they should be evenly apart. The feet particularly. Now I can't really show it with you right now, but I think you can see it from the picture, and you can try to do it. Okay, just stand nicely and make sure you put your arms on your thighs, and then your legs your feet just slightly apart. Okay, so it shows that you are in a stable position. And next one is that when you start speaking, you can always hold your hands together like this, so it looks a bit nice. It looks very professional to me. You put your hands, so you first stand straight with your feet wide apart, and then when once you start speaking, you may want to put your hands together, like the one that you are looking at in the photo, and what I'm doing now. So obviously eye contact is very important. So when you speak, you need to look at the people that you're speaking to. You need to look at their eyes. So one of the things that I like to do, because I know that people sometimes feel scared when they look at people's eyes, is you don't really look at their eyes, you look at their hats. So when you look at their hats, it will look like you are looking at them directly on their eyes, but you are not. Okay, this is another thing. And once you start speaking, you just need to take a deep breath. And then, good morning, everybody. So you just like really speak in a louder, clearer voice. And then, once you start speaking louder, what happens is that you are releasing all the energy that probably makes you feel nervous. Okay, and then that energy makes you look very energetic. So that's very important. So once you start speaking, these are the things that you need to look at. First of all, you need to learn to pause and pace. That means, you can't speak like this. Hello, my name is Siajan. I'm from Kota. I'm going to talk about COVID-19 pandemic. Now, during the COVID-19 pandemic, there are too many people. People are scared. They are scared to go out. They are scared that they are going to get sick. They are scared that they're going to die, or they're scared that the people they love are going to die. So they're very, very scared. So as a result of that, people become very paranoid. And so you're speaking in a very, very fast way, in a way that you don't pause and pace. So once you do that, you will definitely struggle with that. Okay, I think I can sit closer to you now. So you will struggle with that because you are going very, very fast. So what you need to do is that you just have to pause and pace. Hello, my name is Silhajuan. I'm going to talk about COVID-19 pandemic and its effects on our society. Now, the first thing that happened when the pandemic struck was that people became very paranoid. What they did, they went to the internet, they searched for information, and they were just resharing and forwarding all these messages, and a lot of them were misleading. A lot of them were misleading information. So they didn't really check on it. So it made people feel paranoid. So make sure you pause and pace each of your speech. And sometimes it's okay to just pause. Hello, I am Silhajuan. I'm from Kota. So as you can see, you learn to pause. Simple idea. That's the second point. So you don't want to talk too much. When you start speaking about something, you don't have to talk about something that is so difficult, so complex. You're talking about explaining how the origin of humankind, when you can just talk about simple idea. I like orange, the benefit of orange. But try not to do that kind of topic. Easy language. So you don't want to speak with a very difficult language. You can just say, let's say, instead of saying hello, hello everybody. So the ramifications of changes in the climate are the environmental degradations followed by contamination of rivers. So you are using words that some of the words people might not really understand it, especially when you're speaking to people who don't speak English. Contamination, ramification, and all these things. So you can just say climate change is bad. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for the ocean. So just make it simple. Use simple language, simple phrases, especially when you are speaking. And then when you speak, you need to have natural expression. Your eyes, your lips, and maybe your body too. So you just have to be natural. And then you also need to be very excited. Okay. So when you speak, you don't want to be very bored. Like, hi, I'm going to talk about the election in the United States. So the election in the United States, it's very, very a huge chaos. So you don't want to speak like that. So show some passion and personality. Hi, I'm going to talk about election. What do you know about election? Have you ever been into any election before? Have you ever voted? So put some energy into it. And the last one is brief. So you don't want to speak for. You don't have to speak for 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Sometimes you just have to speak for 3 minutes, and that's enough. So, and then the additional tips. First of all, you need to believe in your own ideas. So when you want to talk about something, you just have to really believe in it. Once you believe in it, when people listen to you, they'll start believing in you. And then you want to talk about something that you love. Okay, you don't talk about something that you don't like. Like, let's say you love badminton. So you want to talk about badminton. Who are your idols in badminton tournaments? How did you learn how to play badminton? And then maybe you would like to tell your narrative about it. Okay, because it's something that you love. So don't talk about something that you don't really like. Otherwise, you will feel tortured of trying to develop your speech on something that you don't really enjoy talking about. Tell your audience something that they would like to know. Okay, so you don't tell them something that they already know. Let's say global warming. It's a good topic, but global warming is bad because when global warming happens, that means our world temperature is increasing and then the world is becoming hotter. So that's a very important fact. But if you talk just about that, about how global warming makes the world hotter, it's something that most people already know. Okay, so you'd like to tell them something that they do not know. So you might want to talk about, you still want to talk about global warming, but you talk about how to overcome global warming by changing your eating style. So people might want to know that, oh, I don't know that if I eat certain food or if I change my diet, that it might affect the global warming. I might be able to save the environment or prevent global warming in a more permanent manner. And tell a story and personal experience of what you really want to know, story that is related to you, your own personal experience. So you can start your speech with, when I was a little kid, I like to go to the park, and then whenever I went to the park, I always look at the people who sold the ice cream, and it made me wonder, why do people like to eat ice cream? So something like that. So give it all out the way. So give it all out all the way. So just give it all out all the way. That means when you are delivering your speech, you just want to really put yourself out there and then just give it all out. You don't do it halfway. You just do everything that you can to make it as interesting as possible and for you to enjoy it too. Sometimes it's a speech that it can be so bad that it's good. If you can do this one, there are speeches. I mean, it's a calculated risk, but if you are willing to take the risk, it will be very, very good. So try to think about it. It's so bad, it's so good. Maybe it's so funny that people just like to listen to it. If you look at YouTube, for examples, maybe there are some videos that are just, it's funny, it's nonsense, it's silly, but then people really love it. So that is something that you can consider doing. So we are going to talk about how to choose your topic, but I'm going to stop the presentation for a while.